Take a look at this bizarre painting. At first, it looks like a normal painting until you realize that something's off. What exactly is going on here, and who are these people? More importantly, what exactly is this thing? It's got the lower body of a big cat, wings of an eagle, and the upper body of a woman. And it certainly does not understand the concept of personal space. Now, I had decided to focus on making videos about normal paintings because I already made too many on the weird ones. But look at this fantastically amusing painting. I mean, how can you not ask questions about it? Well, I did, and here's what I found out. This painting depicts a very famous scene from the play Oedipus Rex by Sophocles. If you haven't heard about this story, trust me, the story is even weirder than this painting. So let's get started with understanding the scene and the painting. In this episode of Artside, we're looking at Oedipus and the Sphinx by the French symbolist painter Gustave Moreau. Alright, so first let's get the story sorted. We're looking at a scene from the play Oedipus Rex. The man you see here with the javelin is Oedipus, the main character of this play. This weird thing / woman is a Sphinx. Now, a Sphinx is a mythical creature found in both Greek and Egyptian mythologies. You must have seen this monument in Giza. Well, that's a Sphinx. Now, the Egyptian Sphinx are different from Greek Sphinx. It is also worth noting that the Egyptians never called it the Sphinx, which translates to the strangler in Greek. It was just that when the Greeks saw the statue, it resembled the Sphinx so much that they called it that. The Sphinx that you see here is just as dangerous as it is bizarre. In the play, the Sphinx is a creature that intercepts people who are traveling to Thebes and asks them a riddle. If they cannot answer the riddle, well, she either eats them or just kills them. Nothing good for the traveler though. So here's what happens in the play and in this painting. Oedipus is traveling to Thebes, but he faces a lot of challenges on the way. He has to kill a lot of people who stop him from reaching the place. Oedipus also kills his father in the way, although he's not aware that the man was his father. After completing the journey, he comes across the Sphinx, who is the most difficult hurdle to cross. The Sphinx asks a riddle which will truly baffle anyone who does not know the answer. She asks, what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 at night? Can you answer this riddle? Take your time, pause the video if you want to, and write down the answer in the comment section below. I'll dress up as the Sphinx and visit everyone's house who wrote the wrong answer. Trust me, I'll do that. Okay, so the answer to the riddle is man. When he's a baby, man walks on 4 legs. In adulthood, he walks on 2 legs. And in the night, which is the metaphor for old age, he uses a stick, hence 3 legs. As you can see in the painting, many people failed to answer the riddle and succumbed to death. Thankfully, Oedipus here knows the answer to the question, and you can see it in his eyes. Look at the confidence in his eyes. The way he stares down at this horrific creature, to the point that even she is slightly afraid. And this expression is what makes the painting so powerful. Even the Sphinx realizes that Oedipus has the answer, and right at that moment, terror takes over her. You can almost hear her thoughts saying, "Oh shit, I messed up, didn't I?" Well, in the story, Oedipus answers the question and moves ahead, while the Sphinx kills herself by jumping off the cliff or into the ocean. If you're expecting a happy ending for Oedipus, you're far from being right. He reaches Thebes, marries Jocasta, who turns out to be his mother, but sadly, he finds that out after having a couple of rugrats with her. He also realizes that he also killed his father. He must be having a terrible day. So Jocasta, after finding out that she married her son, kills herself, and Oedipus takes his eyes out. Okay, so that's the story of Oedipus. But this video is about the painting. This painting is bizarre, and it's not because of this out-of-world surrealistic creature. It certainly adds to it, but there's more. Let's analyze this painting and find out what makes it such an eye-grabber. First of all, we see the scene through a very tall and narrow window. This adds to the effect of height and uneasiness. As you can see the cliffs behind the subject, it gives us a feeling of standing on a high cliff. The narrow platform and the constricted space makes us even more uncomfortable, especially for Oedipus, who is struggling to stand in that small space with the Sphinx clinging on to him. Now look at the bottom of the painting. Can you see a hand clinging onto the cliff? There's also some bones there, and you can partly see the leg of an unfortunate soul. So now we know what happens to the people who fail to answer the Sphinx's question. She either shoves them down, kills them, or just eats them if she wants. Now we come to the most interesting part of the painting. Look at the expression on the faces of these two people. The Sphinx jumps on Oedipus, her claws digging into his skin. Notice how one of her claws sits right next to Oedipus's genitals. The Sphinx is a dangerous creature. She emasculates whoever comes across her. And to be honest, if someone had their claws around my genital, I would probably pass out. But that's not the case here. Look at the expression of Oedipus. He's not even bothered by her presence. There is not an iota of fear on his face. He's holding his javelin with confidence and looks deeply into the eyes of Sphinx. He's not afraid, even though death is literally on him. And then we look at the expression of the Sphinx. Now, we do not know if she has already asked the question or not, but we can see that she is shocked. Her face shows an expression of amazement mixed with fear. The predator is afraid of the prey. This dynamic between the two was never seen before. It was also never shown before. Oedipus and Sphinx was somewhat of an overused scene back then. Many other artists had made paintings showing the scene to the point that people had lost all interest in it. Let's look at one of the earliest paintings that shows the meeting of these two people. This painting shows the two standing in a distance with Oedipus answering the question. The Sphinx has a very manly appearance. While the painting shows a tense scene, it does not feel that the stakes are high. Now look at this painting by Ingres. This painting was the most famous depiction of the scene until Gustave's painting came along. Here you can see Oedipus being fearless, almost to the point of being invincible. The Sphinx hides in the darkness, almost afraid of Oedipus. There's no tension in this painting as well, which makes it quite boring. He also made another version of this painting, but again, it fails to show the tension or the threat that should have been present. But then came Gustave with a perfect rendition of the scene. Before this painting, Gustave was not too famous. He had had some success in the art world, but he was mostly unknown. But this painting pushed him to success. Just like Oedipus moved ahead through the challenge, this painting made Gustave a sensation in the art world. Moreau also had another painting of the same scene but with a different ending. Here the artist changed the style in which the painting is made, as well as the scene it shows. What would have happened had Oedipus failed to tell the correct answer? Well, this would have been the result. We can see multiple dead bodies hanging on the cliff. Many have fallen down, many have been consumed by the Sphinx, and this is here our fallen hero hangs. Apart from the meaning of the painting, there's something else worth noticing. In all the other paintings, we see a Sphinx in a way she is supposed to be. This is what you expect when we imagine a chimera of a mountain lion, eagle, and a human. But Gustave Moreau adds a sense of eeriness in this rendition. There's something disturbing about it, something nightmarish the way she clings to Oedipus. The disproportionate body and wings, it almost feels like this painting belongs to the surrealism genre. Not just this painting, many of his paintings lean towards this style where it is borderline bizarre, borderline symbolism. In a way, Gustave was one of the precursors to surrealism. In fact, Salvador Dali, one of the most famous surrealist painters to exist, was a big fan of Gustave Moreau. He regularly visited his museum and admired his works. Now before I end this video, I got this comment at the last video and it made me chuckle. I know that the way I speak might feel unnatural, well, because it is unnatural. I do not have a studio to record my voice. The mic I use is extremely sensitive, so I have to talk very softly and very close to the mic, or else it picks up echoes. So I have to talk like a robot. Hopefully as the channel grows, maybe I'll get a good mic and set up a recording area. But thank you all for subscribing to the channel and liking my videos. It means a lot to me. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We're building something big and I would love for you to be a part of it. See you in the next video. Till then, have a great day.